Hello everyone. Okay, hopefully this is working. Man, Facebook is just being really fun right now. There we go. Okay. Now we're here. All right, we're live now. Hello everyone. So, hopefully you guys are all doing amazing. I've got 3 things that are happening on Carnival right now that I'm going to talk to you about. First of all, I want to talk to you about the adults only SEA cruises, sailings exclusively for adults. I'm going to talk about doing a $0 cruise, that's spending no money on a cruise, and then also answering a bunch of your questions and then giving you some updates and some news. So welcome everyone. If you're watching this later in a replay, hello and welcome. Otherwise, hello everyone who is live. I'm going to say hi to everyone in a little bit. But first, let me show you where I'm at. So we are at Havana. So I am on the panorama, you can see there. I'm at the Havana area. So if you are on the ship, come by and say hi to me. Otherwise, drop a comment below, say hi, tell me how you're doing and where you're coming in from. So yeah, so good to see everyone today. Oh, and if you're watching this back later, hello, thanks for watching. So, all right, let's start off with some news first. Let's kick it off with that. So, Betty, hello. All right, let's kick it off with some news first. So, if you have ever thought about or wanted to book the adults only sailings, but on the West Coast, because Carnival has never done West Coast adults only sailings, they've extended the deadline to book the adults only SEA cruises until August 30th. And these are, I think there's 2. There's a 7 night and a 14 night. These are 21 and up. This is October 12th, October 19th. So that is something fun. I know Betty is doing that. I am doing that. I'm doing both of the 7 days. So I think it's kind of cool that they've opened it up. But I'm also wondering about this, just what the demand is. Because when they first launched the SEA cruises out of Miami, those guys sold out really quickly. So it's interesting to see that there isn't really much demand for it, at least so that they still aren't sold out. But so we'll have to see. Now, and then some other news on the Firenze that's sailing out of Long Beach. An earlier sailing, someone was rushed to Long Beach. Long Beach, not Coast Guard, but the Long Beach something, had to come and then take a passenger, bring him to the hospital and all that. So that was something else. Something else was on the Carnival Valor. They had to make like a super hard turn to miss a cargo ship that was kind of dead in the water and that they couldn't see. It was in the middle of the night. So that was something that happened. It seemed like the ship just kind of went like wah, and went off. I saw some of the videos. Yeah, and that was definitely kind of a thing. Doesn't seem like anyone was hurt, but it was kind of, a little interesting thing. Now, the thing that I'm going to be talking about tomorrow in my YouTube video is actually something that was a suggestion from Orange Bumpkin, and that was if it's possible, to do a $0 cruise. And this isn't talking about a cruise that doesn't cost any money, but this is a cruise where you don't spend any money once you get on the ship. And this is actually something that I've kind of been doing probably most of my cruising time. Especially early on, I was looking at budget-friendly vacations, and a cruise really fit all of that. And it was something that I did, where I bought the cruise itself, I paid for the gratuities, and then that was it. Everything else, I didn't spend any money on the cruise ship. So that is what I'm talking about tomorrow in my YouTube video. So if you're curious, you can check that out. And I am curious to hear from all of you. Hello. I'm curious from all of you is, what is one thing that you spent money on your first cruise ship that you either later found out was free or that you thought wasn't worth it? So go back as far as you can to get to your first cruise, because I want to hear all about it. But let me pause and say hi to people, because there's a bunch of people in the chat right now that I haven't said hi to. So Betty, hello, how's it going? Good to see you. And then, oh, Mary Jean, Mary is on the ship. Oh, well, that's so cool. So yeah, Mary is on the panorama right now. If you are on the panorama, come say hi. Tina says hello. Hi, Tina. And then Betty says Betty is on October 19th. She is on I think the 14-day sailing out of the Firenze on the SEA. So that is awesome. We are going to get to see each other because I think I'm leaving, she's coming, something like that. Yeah, so we're going to get to say hello. And then Ishmael, hola, ¿cómo está? It was crazy in Cabo the other day. I hope you are doing okay. I did not get off at Cabo. I kind of planned to, and then everything kind of went haywire. So muchos agua, so I did not get off. But I will be back next week. I'm not sure if I'll be getting off in Cabo or not, but if I am, I want to say hi. I definitely sent a whole bunch of people to you, Ishmael, so hopefully you're getting all of my friends coming, because I've been telling lots of people to come. I know the first day I told a lot of people to come see you, but I think because of the rain, yeah, and all that stuff. But so hopefully you got some of them to come see you, Ishmael. So otherwise, if any of you go to Cabo, say hi to Ishmael. He's in the comments, Ishmael. So him and Kelly, they run Cabo Kelly tours. So yeah, you can go say hi and talk to them. Lori, hello, hi Lori. Okay, so we've got Lori, Johnny, hello, hi Johnny. Ronna and Kirk, hello, Ronna and Kirk. John's here, hi John, how you doing? Lindsay's here, hi Lindsay. All right, Katrina said, as a first-time cruiser, drinks shocked me that we have to pay for it. But again, never been on cruise. Yeah, so that is definitely one thing, is that almost all drinks. So there definitely are. Excuse me. I thought it was an emergency. It was just someone backing up. But all right. So that is definitely one thing, is if you are on your first cruise, you don't know the things that you have to pay for and the things you don't have to pay for. So some of the things that are free or included drink-wise is there is water. So there's water stations up at the Lido Buffet. There is lemonade, iced tea, hot tea. They've got black tea, green tea. They have milk in the mornings, some juices in the morning, like orange juice, apple juice, I think like a tropical punch juice. They got milk. What else do they have? Yeah, so those are some of the things that are included. Oh, hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate. And coffee. So they've got coffee, decaf. Those are all things that are free included. Basically everything else you got to pay for. So yeah, so thank you for that, Katrina. Kenny, hello, hi Kenny. Norma, yay, hello, hi Norma. Tina, yay. Okay, so Tina, you are on Super Legends next week. Yay, I will see you on for Super Legends. Come say hi. Blanca says hi. Hope to someday I get to see you. Yeah, hopefully I get to see you someday too. That would be amazing. Betty, yes, I always wish I was cruising with you. Every cruise I go on, I kind of miss seeing you. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to cruise with you again soon. Ishmael, see, so hasta mañana, or not, hasta pronto semana. See you next week. No, that's not right. What's next? Primero? See you next week. It's always, yeah, still learning, still practicing my Espanol. Yo practicando. Practicar? Yeah. All right, John says sailing on the Radiance September 3rd. Oh, that sounds like fun. I hope you have a great time on the Radiance. And then Tina says, I hear we might not be going to Cabo 2 days due to the weather. Yeah, so that is the thing. If you saw my video, the rain was crazy last week. So we will have to see if we are able to go to Cabo. It is kind of starting in the hurricane season, and the storms I hear this year are going to be crazy. So hopefully we get to go, and then I'll get to say hi to you, Ishmael. But if not, again, kind of safety is the most important thing for the ship, and also because it is a concert and it's outside, making sure that we're not in the crazy rain, because I don't think any of us want to be in the rain during the concerts. Addie, hello. Oh, you'll be on the adult-only cruise November 13th, so I will see you there. That's amazing. Charlie and Jackie says hello. Hi, Charlie and Jackie. Frank, hello. Hi, Frank. All right. Rick says, hey, Ruben. Hey, Rick. Rick says, hey, Ruben, sailing the Spirit to Hawaii in April out of Seattle. Have you ever done a trip to Hawaii on Carnival? No, I have not done Hawaii. I definitely want to. I actually was looking at doing it on the Legend, but it was a lot more expensive. So I booked 2 trips on the Legend right after she comes here. So I'll be going in November and December. But these are the 6 and 8 day that go down to Cabo and kind of the other stuff there. So great question, though. Shaniqua says, I'll be on the Frenzy September 14th. What theme nights are there? Okay, so cool. I will be with you on the Frenzy. What theme nights are there? There will be a white night. There is a elegant night, 80s rock and glow party, and I think a Motown party. So, yeah, so all of that. Okay, oh, thank you, Blanca. So, hasta la siguiente semana. Siguiente semana. Hasta la siguiente semana. Thank you. Oh, so many people teaching me Spanish. Me encanta. Gracias, profesora. All right. Okay, so internet isn't quite so fast, so we will see. Hopefully this keeps going and doesn't kick me off. But okay, Mark says, I'm taking my first cruise in January on the Pride. Oh, that sounds like amazing. And then Mark, so hello, Mark. Mark also says, your videos are entertaining and helpful. Oh, thank you so much, Mark. All right, Tara says, Ruben. I love that. Hi, Tara. Addie says, oh, nice. Looking forward to meeting you. Yes, I'm looking forward to meeting you as well, Addie. I will see you on the Frenzy. Serena says, good evening, Ruben. I booked a dinner on Fahrenheit. Will I get the free bottle of wine? Yes, if you did it on the first night, then you will get a free bottle of wine. Oh, and actually, caveat there is, it has to be on the first night, and technically it is for every one person, or if it's just one person, you get 2 glasses. For every 2 people, you get a bottle. But yeah, so if it is on the first night, then you will get that free bottle. Betty says, you're going to love the Legend. I loved it. Yes, I'm really excited to sail on the Legend. I'm going to do a full ship tour and all the things, do all the videos. So John says, going to Cabo next week. Any must-see tips? I think it depends, because some of these sailings might depend. Well, at least I know for Super Legends, we might be redirecting because of, and that's partially because of Cabo, but also mostly because of the concerts. So we might be rerouting. We'll have to see that. Otherwise, Cabo. So John, if you are going to Cabo, go see my man Ishmael. So he's up in there, the comment somewhere. So Ishmael, Cabo Kelly, go talk to them. They can do almost everything. So you can do an arch tour, you can do whale watching, although it's not whale watching season. You might get to see dolphins. They can do a tour everywhere. They can drop you off at Mango Deck. Lots of cool stuff to do in Cabo. Oh, and if you like tequila, go to Tequila Lighthouse. Go talk to Oscar or Maria. They're the owners. Tell them that I sent you, and you'll do free tequila tasting. They have amazing tequila there. They've got a specialty tequila that you can't get anywhere else. So that is pretty fun. Okay, Blanca says, I'm not sure if I'm saying that. Blanca says, I'll be on the Frenzy for the first time, December 21st, for a quick 3-day. I'm excited, but hear mixed reviews. We usually do 3 or 4 days only. Since my husband on dialysis, we're making the best of it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. I do love the Frenzy. Shaniqua says, oh my God, you're going to be on the cruise. Yay, I'll be looking for you. Yes, okay, so I'm excited to see you. Yay, definitely come up and say hi. Laurel says, not on Carnival, but my balance at the end of one cruise was $17. Oh, I love that. Okay, that is amazing. Yeah, so let me know if you have done like a $0 or basically a $0 cruise. I do it all the time. I think this one I am at $5 technically, even though I might, that was for the chat plan, so yeah. Hope says, hi, got here late. Any updates on Super Legends? Not as of right now. Basically, it really depends on the weather and kind of what happens if we are going to kind of reroute. Basically, it's for safety, but also for fun. If you saw the video that Jason made, he made a great video just explaining what might happen and why. Really just kind of making sure we have an amazing concert experience because, well, most of the concerts are outside and we don't want to be outside in the rain. So, yeah. Tammy said, did you see that you can't check in 14 days before now? Oh, really? Interesting. Now it's 8 days before, just happened today. Oh, interesting. Okay, I have not seen anything about that, so I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to do my research. Thank you for that, Tammy. I am going to look into that, and then I will talk about that next week. Crystal, hello. Hi, Crystal. Oh, and hi, Tammy. Good to see you. John says, thank you. You are welcome, John. Stella's here. Yay. Hi, Stella. Stella says, I will be on the Panorama October 10th through the 18th. I was on one with you either December or May. I forgot. Well, yeah, I totally forget which one too. I know we were on a cruise before, but yes. Carol, hello, Carol. Carol says that after taking a little medical sabbatical for my knee and stepping away from cruising for about a year, I'm going to start up again. However, I found out that I also now need a knee replacement. So my trip in December on the Firenze will be my last one until I see my surgeon in September. I'm hoping he's going to give me good news, but I also know what it takes 6 to 9 months to recover from a total knee replacement. So everything is on hold until I see him in September and I take my cruise in December. I'm hoping that I can start booking cruises again once I see my surgeon because I want to be able to go and enjoy. Oh, life goals. I have to go back to Skagway, Alaska because that's where I fell and cracked the patella. Oh, and my kneecap and started all of my knee issues. So I have to go conquer Skagway. I totally understand. Hope to meet you someday. Thank you for your content, entertaining and very insightful. Sail well, my friend. Yeah, so thank you so much, Carol. And let me know if I can pray for you in your knee. So hopefully you'll get to sail soon. Okay, oh, Shaniqua says, how do you get a $0 cruise? Okay, so sorry, I have to clarify. It's not a $0 cruise in the sense that you don't pay for a cruise, but it's once you get onto a cruise, you don't spend any money. Once you kind of pay for the cruise, you don't spend any money once you are on the cruise. Okay, so Tammy says you called Carnival and they confirmed. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, thank you very much for that info. Rhett says $0 many times. In fact, we get onboard credit refund checks. Okay, got back $58 a few days ago. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Vicky, hello. Yay, Vicky. Hello. How's it going? Addie says, when I cruise alone, I don't spend any money. When with others, drink more and in the casino. Okay, fair enough. Yes. So definitely I can understand that. I can understand that too. I've definitely had a range where I spend zero money and I spend some money and I spend more money than I want to, especially casino. So Penny, okay, says, yes, please explain to new cruisers following how they achieve a $0 balance in the cruise. Okay, so, well, one, I explain everything in my video that comes out tomorrow. So if you're really curious about that, check out my video tomorrow. I explain everything about a $0 cruise. And again, it's not getting a cruise for $0, but it's not spending any additional money on it once you get on a cruise. So that's basically kind of like a challenge, if you will, is not spending any money once you get on your cruise ship. So that is specialty dining, drinks, casino, all of that stuff. So, yep. So that's kind of the $0 cruise challenge, is basically, can you not spend any extra money once you get on a cruise ship? And there are some caveats, there are other things, so I'll talk all about that in my video tomorrow, so make sure you check that out when it comes out Friday at 1 p.m. Okay, Carol says, yes, I will take all the prayers I can get. Okay, so I'm going to pause real quick, and I'm going to pray for Carol and her knee. So, God, right now, we thank you for Carol. We thank you for her knee, God. Right now, we actually pray and declare that she does not need a knee replacement, God. We thank you for full healing over her entire body, but specifically over her knee, God. So we thank you that her knee is completely being healed. It is being restored. All the cartilage is coming back, God. We pray and declare. We believe that the God who raised Jesus Christ from the dead can do miracles, can do all kinds of things. So we thank you for this full healing over Carol and her knee. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. All right. Penny says, love that. Yay. Valerie, hello. Hi, Valerie. How you doing? All right. Yeah, so, okay, so, yeah. Let's see, hold on. I'm saying hello to, and thank you for everyone else who is joining me in prayer. Let me see, where is, okay, so I'm looking for James because James said he was looking for my live. So I want to make sure that he can find me. Hi. So, oh, there he is. Okay, James, I just messaged you. I'm like, James, where are you at? Casey, hello. Hi, Casey. And then Rhett, yay. Thank you everyone who is joining me in prayer for Carol. And James, hello. I just sent you a message. I'm like, where's James at? I'm like, I know you messaged me, and I know, and thank you for everyone for understanding. I did join on late. It's a little bit interesting doing these lives while I'm on the cruise. So yeah, thank you for you. Oh, and let me just show you where I'm at. Because normally I do my lives while I'm in my cabin, but I figured I would come get out. So I am in the Havana area down here. I thought it would be kind of nice. It's also a balance finding somewhere that's quiet enough. But that's kind of cool, where also people can walk by and say hi. So yeah, so I'm here in Havana, so if you are on the panorama, come and say hi. Jim, hello. Hi, Jim. Hi, Dawn. And then Jim, yeah, thank you everyone who was just kind of joining me in prayer. I love the prayer warriors on here. Stephanie, yes, Stephanie says, hi, we met on Panorama in August. Yay, hello, it's so good to see you. So you know this place well. You were just here a few weeks ago. Charles, hello. Hi, Charles. Good afternoon, or good evening, or good night. So all of those things. Yeah, so it's so fun to see all of you guys on here. Let me see. There were other things that I was supposed to talk about. Let me get to that. So let's see. So I've got, okay. First thing is, if any of you saw the video that I put out earlier today is, most of you who actually know me know I make a lot of mistakes, but so I made another big mistake. And when I was talking about the putting your dishes out, so I made a video saying that you're supposed to put your dishes out, but in talking to other people, and then even after I put out the video again, hearing more things, and it is, DeMarcus, hey, I am in Havana. DeMarcus, I'm in the Havana area. Come by and say hi, and then you can jump on live. So so I was talking about what you do with your dishes, and I said that it was procedure that we're supposed to put them outside, but it's not actually, there isn't really, I guess, a procedure, even though, and someone did say that that is what John Hield said, is that we are supposed to leave them outside. So I was talking to someone, one of the housekeeping managers, and he said that there's actually different things and kind of different reasons. I won't go into specifics why, but yeah, so it's kind of like a gray area. It's not exactly black and white, but basically, yeah, all that stuff. So you can see the video. Basically, bottom line, I make mistakes, and so I was just telling all of you about the mistakes that I made about that. Okay, let me come back to the comments. Rhett says, next West Coast cruise for us is December 13th on the Panorama. Trying a Cloud9 spa balcony instead of our favorite Cove balcony. Oh, that's cool. I love both of those. I love the Cove balcony. I also love the Cloud9 spa balcony. So let me know in December which one you like better. That'll be interesting. And Charles said evening. Yeah, so at least for me it's evening. It's 7 o'clock here. I'm not sure what time it is for everyone else. Kristen said, I told my husband that I only wanted to meet 2 people this weekend on the cruise. You and Gretchen will. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. I definitely would much rather meet Gretchen Wilson than me. But yes, I would definitely love to meet you too, Kristen. So not tomorrow, 2 days from now. Yeah, so 2 days from now, I will be in the atrium saying hi to people as they come in. So hopefully I will see you as you are getting on the ship, and then we can all go up. And I don't remember if she is doing the sail-away party, but yeah, so then we can go get our line dancing going. I definitely need people to teach me how to line dance. I think I'm going to have a hat. I forgot my boots at home, so I did not bring any cowboy boots. But okay, so DeMarcus is on his way, so hopefully you guys will all get to see DeMarcus. Laurel says, ooh, spalcony? That's a spa balcony. A spalcony would be my choice. So let me know in the comments, what is your preference? Do you like a spalcony, which I guess I just came up with a new word. Do you like a spalcony, which is a spa balcony? Would you prefer a spalcony, or would you prefer what was the other one? Or a calcony, which is a cove balcony. So let me know. Johnny says, when my wife and I cruise, we always prepay for everything, especially dining excursions, but still end up spending a couple bottles of tequila on the tequila tour. Oh, Johnny, let me know. Johnny, have you ever gone to Tequila Lighthouse? So let me know if you do, and if you do, you should go do the VIP tequila tasting tour at Tequila Lighthouse. So Michelle said, so don't put the dishes out. Okay, so that's where it is you can put your dishes out, you can put them in. Really, Carnival is kind of split both ways. You can put your dishes out if you want to. I think really, I'll talk about it here because it's a little bit nuanced and there's more things, but some good information for you to know is that there is a team that comes up and cleans up the dishes that are placed outside. That team comes in the afternoon and the evening. So if it is almost afternoon, if it's evening, you can put out your dishes and it'll get cleaned up. If it's like morning or like late night, you can leave them in your cabin if you want to. The other thing you could do is really just, you can call your cabin, not your actual cabin server, but you can call the housekeeping line, because there is someone who is listening in 24/7. So you can tell them that you've got dishes, and then they will send someone to kind of come pick them up for you. So yeah, I definitely understand there are pros and cons each way. The pro of putting dishes outside, let's say you have fish, you don't want it to smell like fish. The con of putting your dishes outside is that you have to be very cautious and aware and cognizant of how you stack your dishes because of how much space there is, so that ADA people are able to navigate and get by. So if you do put your dishes out, just make sure that you leave enough room for people with scooters or wheelchairs to be able to get by there. So like, don't stick your tray out there, taking up like half of the hallway. James says balcony, you love it. Yeah, I'm gonna start using that, balcony. So any of you love the balconies, let me know. I loved my own balcony cabin. Jennifer, hello, yay, hello, good to see you. Casey said you loved your balcony suite on August 9th. Yeah, the spa cabins are amazing. Caitlin, hello, hi Caitlin. Michelle says, thanks for clarifying. You are so welcome. So when I find out that I'm wrong about something, I definitely want to clear up that information. Hey, DeMarcus, pull up a chair. All right. So we got a special guest here. All right, so this is DeMarcus.
Hi, from Nebraska.
All right, so, well, I don't have a microphone for you, but let's do this. All right.
I'm from Nebraska.
All right. So this is DeMarcus. So he's also on the cruise. So he just came and said hi. So
yeah. I want to say hi, and I follow you all the time, and I learned a lot of things from you. And I guess today we don't put the plates outside.
You saw my video. Yep. So that is also something that I just learned today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I made a huge mistake telling people something. Although other people did say that is what John Heald said, is to put your dishes outside. So yeah, even more confusion. So I distinctly know that I don't know anything. That's basically what I learned.
You know a lot. Being wrong by 1% is fine. You saved me a lot of money.
Well, thank you. Oh, well, speaking of that, so DeMarcus says I saved him a lot of money. So that is the thing that that my YouTube video is about tomorrow, is the challenge of doing a $0 cruise. Basically, is once you get on the cruise ship, not spending any money once you get on the cruise ship. So that's kind of my challenge, my video for tomorrow. So what do you think about that?
I think that'd be cool. I know we have a big family trip on the Valor in January. And I know a lot of my family, they were like, I can't afford to do it. I said, once you get on the ship, you won't have to spend hardly any money. So I'm sharing that video in our group. So, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, so that video comes out tomorrow. That is the $0 challenge. So, yeah, that'll be interesting.
I really appreciate that. Well, I won't take no more of your time. I don't want to crash your interview. So I just want to say hi, and it was a very pleasure meeting you. Right.
You too. Thanks for coming down and saying hi.
Take care. See ya. Bye.
All right, so yeah, so if you are on the panorama, come down and say hi. All right, so let's see everyone else that's so many more comments. Okay, Laurel says team leave in room and call. Okay, I love that. Yeah, so vote which is your option, leave in the room and call. Well, here are the three options. So leave in your cabin, call someone, call a lifeline, or leave your dishes outside. So let me know which team you are on. Kristen says, gotta go PAX you this weekend. Yes, see you this weekend. Yay. Penny says, I'm taking my 6-year-old granddaughter on the 30th for our first cruise to the Bahamas out of Norfolk. Where's a good place to go in Bimini and snorkeling? I actually have no clue because I've not been there. So hopefully someone else in the comments can reply to Penny and tell her where to go in the Bahamas. Johnny says, no, we haven't, but we will give it a try our next cruise in October on the Panorama. Oh, how cool. Okay, so Johnny, that's awesome that is in October. So just write this down. Make sure you, so it is Tequila Light, and everyone else, not just Johnny, but so it is Tequila Lighthouse. It's like a 10-minute walk. It's across the harbor from when you first get dropped off. It's Tequila Lighthouse. Go ask for Oscar or Maria. Tell them that Ruben sent you. And then, so there is a free tequila tasting there, or there's a VIP tasting that you can pay for. So I do need to ask Oscar how much a VIP tasting is, but basically there's a VIP tasting. It's inside air conditioning. There's all these really fancy tequilas. They've got like chocolate covered crickets and all kinds of other fancy stuff. So you can either go do the free tasting or you can do the VIP one. So let me know, Johnny, which one you do. Oh, and get the tequila. It is amazing. I've sampled so much of their tequila. I'm not a heavy drinker, but it is amazing. And I actually went home with like a little sample thing. So yeah, so their tequila is top notch and you can't get it anywhere else. So I am very late to the party. Apparently all my friends knew about Tequila Lighthouse. So yeah, I am telling all of you guys now. Colleen, hello, happy Thursday to you, Colleen. Oh, Freddie, hola. Hi, Freddie. I will have to talk to you because I will be back in I will be back there soon. October. Yeah. So Freddie, I will see you soon. I'll talk to you. James said hi to Marcus. DeMarcus left already, but hopefully he comes back. Rhett says, team, I don't bring food back to my room. 30 cruises, never had dishes in my room. Wow, okay, that is a feat. Casey says, hi, Freddie. Elvelia, hello, how are you doing? Everyone's saying hi. Alex, hey. Alex, what are you doing? Come down and say hi. Come down and say hi to everyone. I am in Havana. I'm just down the street from you, I think. Maybe. I'm not really sure where you're at right now, but yeah, I'm down the street from you. Come down and say hi if you want to. Pomonia Freddy said, I've been in exactly that spot playing dominoes. Yeah, so there is the domino spot. I'll walk over here, show you Havana Bar, where people play dominoes. So yeah. All right, let's see. Carol Dunn says, so sounds like it might be a good question for your cabin steward. Their time preferences since they come at specific times. They know the specifics of that ship's timing for when they come pick them up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was something else I didn't talk about is because, yes, exactly, is that the cabin stewards, they have their window of when they work, and then the people who come pick up dishes have a different window. So that's kind of some of the things. So if you kind of miss the window when the cabin steward is there, and also the cabin stewards only come once a day. So those are kind of the things where, like, if the cabin steward has been there already that day, and then you leave your dishes out, they won't get cleaned up. So yeah, lots of little nuance in there. I think really kind of the easiest thing is to call your call housekeeping and let them know that you've got dishes, because they do that 24/7. Jennifer Drake says, hey, Ruben, hope to see you in your duck shirt and socks soon. Yes, thank you so much for sending me those. Stella says, bye to Marcus. Colleen says, leave dishes outside. Okay, awesome. Kendra, oh, hi, Kendra. Hey, if you're on the ship, come by and say hi. I am in Havana, so come down and say hi. James says, I will call Team Dishes line. All right. Johnny says, we were told by our cabin stewards on our first cruise to leave dishes in the hallway up against the wall. Yep, so that's kind of the thing, is that different people are saying different things, and really kind of they're all right. So you can leave your dishes in the hallway, you can leave your dishes in your cabin, you can call. I think really the only thing, or something that is important, is if you do leave your dishes in the hallway, make sure that they are against the wall. Don't put your tray out there, and make sure that there is enough room for people with like wheelchairs and scooters to get by. Charles says, I've learned a lot from your videos. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Cruise. Oh, okay, Cruise Dude. Cruise Dude says, glad to see you live. I hope all is well on the panorama. Good to see you too, Cruise Dude. Alex, the other Alex said, hi, Ruben, Alex here. Hello, Alex. How's it going? Roberta says, we are supposed to be able to check tonight for our cruise that leaves on the 13th of next month, but they changed our check-in date to December 3rd, 10 days before our cruise. Are they changing it to 10 days before check-in? Okay, yeah, so someone else mentioned that. I have not confirmed this, but I did hear that they did change the check-in dates and when you are able to check in. So that is something I'm going to verify, and then I will let you guys know either next week or I'll make a video about it. So Colleen says, our friends did the VIP tequila. They loved it and bought 5 bottles also. Yeah, the tequila there is so amazing when you go there. See you, DeMarcus. DeMarcus just walked by and he said bye to everyone. So bye from DeMarcus. Melody says, going on my first cruise November 22nd. That's amazing. Yay. So Melody, let us know what you are excited about in the comments. Freddie says, looking forward to meeting you. Yes, I'm excited to meet you too, Freddie. Oh, Sybil's here. Hi, Sybil. Sybil talked to Betty and said, did you try the Green Thunder? Kendra said, nice to meet you today. Thanks for your time. Yes, it was so great meeting you too. Freddie says, I got to wear my Waldo gear. Okay, I'll have to see about that. Jet. Hey, Jet's on. Yes, amazing. Okay, yes, see you in 2 days. Okay, Jet, there's other people who are also on the Cali Country Cruise here too. So everyone say hi to Jet. Jet is one of the owners, one of the people who puts it on. So if you guys see Jet, make sure you say hi to him and thank him for putting on both the amazing Cali Country and Super Legends. So for everyone who is on here right now, wave and say hi to Jet. Say hi to him. And everyone thank him for putting on these amazing concert cruises. So yeah, I am so excited to see you. So see you soon. Melody said, everything going on the Magic. Oh, that's amazing. Yes. Just remember, you only have one first cruise, so enjoy. I love that. ZV said, Ruben, do you spend any money at the casino? Do you get the really good casino offers? I do not spend anywhere enough money to get casino offers. I get like $20 off of my cruise. So that's about it. Although it was cool, I was able to book on the SCA. I did get the offer to go on the SCA cruises, so that was cool. Even though my sailings were much more than everyone else's, but still amazing. Melody asks, any tips on the Magic? Not on the Magic itself, but I've got tons of tips just in general about Carnival. So check out my YouTube channel for all of that. Charles said, hey, Jet. Yeah, so everyone say hi to Jet. Jet Jacobs, he's part of the Jacobs family, and if you've heard anything about concert cruise events, so they've got Cali Country Cruise, which is coming up in 2 days. They've got Super Legends, Old School Cruise. So all of these kind of concert cruise events, the Jacobs family, it really is a family affair, a family event. They are so much fun. They are amazing. I am so excited that I will get to be there for Cali Country and then Super Legends. So yeah, I'm going to bring you guys with me. I'm going to probably do some lives. I'm going to definitely be recording. I'm going to do some videos to show you everything that happens for Cali Country and Super Legends. Oh, Travel by Tiffany. Hello, how's it going? So Travel by Tiffany says, I'm currently cheating on Carnival on the Margaritaville Islander watching the... Ooh, that sounds like so much fun. You're watching the eclipse. Okay, Holly says, you are new to cruising going in November. Can I bring a hair flat iron? Yes, you definitely can. Yes, you can do that. So you could bring a flat iron. You can bring a hair dryer. They do have hair dryers, although I've heard they are not like the super strong ones, but they do have a hair dryer. So yeah, great question. If you've got any more questions, definitely feel free to ask. I've also got a whole bunch of kind of first timer tips on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. Alex says the Magic is a great ship. I was on there in March with my 6 broken ribs and I still had a great time. Yep, so hopefully you're healing and getting over that. Sophie says, have I been on a New Year cruise? If yes, what should we expect? Did they do anything special? I have not been on a New Year's cruise yet. I'm going to do that this year on the Firenze, so that will be my first New Year's cruise. Gina says, see you soon. Cheers. Yay. So I will see you guys soon. Jennifer said, I left my last cruise with a $9 credit. I love that. Yeah, so that is the kind of $0 cruise challenge. So, anywho, I hope you all have a great night. I am going to say bye and wrap everything up, but I will see you guys either next week. I am also going to go live on September 1st, just kind of talking about the new rewards program and other things there. But anywho, I hope you all have a great night. It was great seeing so many of you, chatting with all of you. So I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time.